Grand rise on, family. All praise and glory be to the Most High, living one. I guess I do always put my business out there a little bit, you know what I mean? Because we deal with life on a day-to-day basis, I mean, there's been many days, weeks, and months, and years behind us that we treaded upon the land. And I try to have understanding about things. Some things it's beyond my understanding how people can punish you for something that they say is wrong, right? Give you years for it. Even just making a simple phone call or possessing something, you can get 21 years. Don't even have to have the intentions on harming no one. I just say let the punishment fit the crime. But anyway, what's done is done. It's water under a bridge, but does the bridge stop the water from flowing? No, it doesn't. The water still is going to flow. And so I go along with life and let things play out the way they're supposed to play out. Because if a person chooses to take your life in their hands and come and interact with you, now they're playing with your life. Even if they don't know your life, but they're going to play with your life. Especially if you haven't been educated by them, because they want to educate you as if you are uncivilized and you wasn't raised right. I don't know if people have home training or not, but I was raised by my grandmother. Blessed and holy and abundant she was, and stern, but she was never unstable, if you know what I mean. Even when she transitioned from this earth, she was not unstable. She was still willing and able. When we were crying, she was smiling when she was transitioning, because she already knew who sent her here. At least I believe, just like I know who sent me here into this world. And it wasn't just my dad and my mom. I guess that might as well exclude everyone else on the planet. Right? Understand that? But when a person comes into your life and become dictators in your life, not knowing why you're on the path you're on, as if you don't know why you're on the path you're on, because you're trying to manifest something that was stolen from you. Land has been stolen, property in different areas been stolen, with the houses and cars and money alike. Shit. Excuse me, language. I was stolen. You know, truth is truth. And I paid, and I paid, and I paid, and I paid. But then when you catch someone for violating your rights, you're not worthy to get paid. Even though they say, hey, listen, we violated you, but hey, we ain't paying you nothing. Right? Again, and then the Bible say, forgive 70 times 70. So I forgive 70 times 70 times 70 times 70 times 70 times 70, because it's plenty of people that offend you outside of the justice system. You know, I mean, ish happens, right? Charge it to the game. So that's what I do. Because the pavement is not going to move. I still have to walk upon it and curse the ground for thy sake, right? Right? You see? And so I sit back. I want you to know something, you know. You let it go, you let it go, you let it go, you let it go. That's turning the other cheek because someone hasn't really done nothing violent to you. Like they punched you in your mouth and nothing. They just digging in your pockets and take on and profiting or something that your family should profit off of, especially if your family bought it long, long ago. And ain't no one walking around the same age as my granddad, as I say. I don't think so. My great granddad, you know, the great granddad, whatever. You know, I'm just saying they was living here. I mean, you know, my grandmother too, my great, you know, I seen pictures. Great. Let's just say great. You know what I mean? I don't want to get off track, but I'm saying, you know, and then I'm born and I'm inheriting debts too. I gotta pay to be, you know, born in this world. We gotta pay for everything. You know, everything here, but we gotta pay for it. Let's pay for it. Let's pay for it. You know, I mean, James Brown said it's going to be a payback. When is that day gonna come? Come on, brother. Send down something. You know, in the other realm. I don't know. Father, praise and glory be to you. I just wonder down under. And a person think I'm nutty and I'm crazy and I'm not focused. I just don't want to focus on too much. You know, but it's confusion. And when I decide to say, listen, I got a choice to, you know, take some steps back, you know, step out of Babylon, you know, and look around and say, what the ish do I need? Really? What do I need? A little peace, a little safety, a little security. And I pray that the Father bring that every day. And I think he's been doing it since, you know, I don't know if I had a baby crib. Shit. You know, I had a mom and a dad, but they were living their lives. I don't know what happened when I was a baby. I don't know who was changing my diapers. You know, I wasn't seeing that well. You know, I wasn't really conscious. But being conscious is being conscious, is being aware that I'm here. I'm here. I'm right here, sitting on my chair, drinking some coffee. Just do whatever else I do. If ain't no one else around, I can't hurt you. You know, you can come around, and that's what life has been. People come around, and they do things to you. They do things to you, and then hide their hand like they never did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Mr. and Mrs. Goody Two Shoes. Hey, listen, I ain't perfect. But I know when someone come and they take something from me and never repay it. And as if they don't know it. I got to remind them. No, I don't. Why? They're not aware. They're not conscious. They're not awake on. They sleep on. Why, let them continue to sleep and I'll walk with the Father, Most High, living God, eternal one. I just say, um, but people engage what they engage in. You know, if I was going to be around a lot of dudes, I want to get something accomplished on this earth. Like, you know, the kids not being taken and murdered and molested, the women not being raped or whatever happen, and abuse is abuse. I'd rather stay by myself than abuse anyone. So that way I can be aware if someone come around and try to abuse me. So they ain't getting no leg up. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with being solo dolo sometimes. Everyone should take time to go into this secret place to know thyself. How else can you know thyself if you're always engaging with someone else? You know, it's okay to socialize. Don't mean I'm anti-social. I just try to watch who I socialize with. People have hidden agendas. They'll pop up in your life after many, many years and then disappear. You don't exist. well, you exist to me, and whatever the Father want to happen, gonna happen. I can't. I can change my reality. I can't change no one else's reality. I can try. What is evolution? We have things. We have comfortability, and we can choose to have comfortability if we think we have that. But then something will come through and take it away. And if you're so connected to that thing, will you be able to survive? You know what I mean? Because some people die without things, or they want to kill themselves without things. Hey, I don't do nothing. I've been through too much, to just say, hey, listen, I'm going to throw in the towel. I am done for. Stick a fork in me. No, we ain't doing that because I try to settle for less most of the time anyway. Because if you do that, then you got more. Come on, I would think. You know what I say? And so, but when I didn't, um, go when I didn't settle for less, I had more. But the more was taken. It was taken anyway. Or I gave it away. It was giving it away, and then people was taking on, reaching in your pocket, even though you're just trying to make a little profit. The American dream. But yeah, it's just confusion. Few call-ons, no disrespect. Promotion, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Or Genesis lender confusion. It's all of that. I got a good memory, for real, you know what I mean? They know what, because that's something a person can't tamper with, is your memory. Now if you just had bad intentions and you just did bad things, you just did them because you wanted to. You wanted what you wanted. The devil is always in want of something. So you just take it, right? You take it. You gotta wait, multiple times you gotta wait. But then something comes around like karma. No, forget the karma. It's a judgment. Because it's going to be judgment. Because all things that are done under the sun are done under the sun, the Messiah. I don't know what to do. These are those that didn't drink the wine of her fornication. Where they at? Because I know a lot of names, right? Emmanuel, Jehovah, Yeshua, HaMashiach. You say Christ, Allah, Buddha, right? Allah, Abba. You could go on. I just say it's infinite. It's infinite. It's beyond my understanding. But he said, don't you know ye yourselves are gods? It's written. At least I read it somewhere. Don't you know ye yourselves are God? God amongst who? Men who don't know? Or they just confused? I mean, I don't know. And just trying to stay out the way. To make another day, to see another day, if the Father permits that. But if He don't permit me to make it through the day, I think I'm going to know when that time comes. It's going to come like a thief in the night, and if it come like a thief in the night, I will sleep. Hopefully. When am I sleep? I ain't got no problem with that. I just don't want to go through nothing harsh. You know what I mean? If you go through harsh things, why should you have to go through harsh things on your way out? My grandmother went through things, but that is, I think was better. All things happen. But I think she went away earlier than what she was supposed to. But she was taken out of her comfort zone. And once taken out of your comfort zone and you somewhere strange, you got to figure it out. And at a certain age, it's just, But, yeah, I give thanks for today. and try to think a different way than I used to back in the day. But again, when people come in your life and they try to play with your life as if you haven't learned from your past years, decades, however many years you got under your belt, you you can't help them. They're gonna try to help you because they think you need help. But maybe you don't really need help. You just figure out an easier way to live life. A more humble. Like, so you don't have so much stress on you. You can rest your bones. Most people want to rest when they get old. I want to rest off and on before I get old. I want to try to stay a little youthful if I may. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have scrapes and bruises. We all do. We all do. I'm getting older, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, I mean, it has to be an easier way to live on. Or are we just going to wait till we build something to go out of space to get resources, or just build real community? Because I don't see no real community. I'm sorry, you ain't gonna tell me that. You ain't gonna give me that illusion. And if anybody living in that damn illusion, I understand you're voting. I don't know what you're voting for. Talking for people to talk because yeah, we can do these things in these buildings, but what's outside the buildings? You know what I mean? Because, I mean, we build things and make things, and we don't make vineyards. We don't make, great vineyards and orange groves or whatever, how that goes, and trees and peach trees and pear trees. And, I'm just saying, like, it's goofy. It's really goofy. Yeah. It's backwards to me. But, hey, I can pay for an apple or two. Is what I need. Surely me, I don't know what I need. I wouldn't know what my child needs to eat. If to eat something, I don't want to feed them just anything, though. I want to feed them something nutritious. And, you send them off somewhere, they can eat whatever they want to eat. They can do whatever the hell they want to do. Why? Because someone else is raising them basically in these schools and stuff. I'm just saying. And they learn stuff before I think should learn something. I know you got to experience life. Yeah, well, I think people need to watch who their child is experiencing life with, because the child might not make it home, and that's just the truth of the matter. So I really lay down my life for my child, my kids, anyway, my kids. People don't come around playing in your life, but yeah, yeah. My first, I would have surely done that if things could have been different, but things be the way they be. It is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. All you can do is be you and go on. You know your intentions, you know your heart, and that's all that matters. Anybody outside of you that want to judge you shall be in danger of the judgment, especially if you know a little something, and I ain't going out my way to do nothing for no one if ain't no one going out their way to do for me. How that makes sense? That don't make sense. I don't owe you nothing. You don't owe me nothing if that's the way it is. But some people, they can't get out of the debts that they owe because they got to pay it one way or the other. And I got to pay mine. I paid my father. I think I paid my debts to society. I paid a debt that wasn't even my debt. I was paying for someone else's debt. But hey, listen, it happened. But I benefited from that, yet and still, because it gave me, my father gave me knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because that situation humbled me. There's many situations that humbled me. Since I was a kid, it's things that humbled me when people force things on you. That's being humbled. Because it's either you strike them down, and if you strike them down, you go against the commandments. It says, thou shalt not. Now, if you strike me down, if you're trying to strike me down, now if you're trying to kill me, then there's a difference, and yeah, I got to defend myself, right? So it's only right, and then you got to fight. But just to push me off somewhere, and to push me here, to push me in a cage, and do all that, that's captivity. That's what that is. It's captivity. What reason? Show me the victim. That's what I want to know. They show me the victim, because as far as I know, it's supposed to be victim, the crime. But yeah, can't be a victim of myself. But yeah, so just I just think it's time for some higher learning around here. You know what I mean? See, maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm just stupid. If I am, don't listen to me. Don't pay no attention to me, because I ain't trying to lead no one astray. But I'm just saying, who know the way? Who know the way? And listen, look at the situation with Joe Biden and his son. And hey, the president, you're the president, whatever. But you don't know what your son doing running around here. If it's true, maybe it's propaganda. I don't know, but why would it be propaganda? People got images. I seen some stuff. I'm like, whoa. You want to come to the hood and say anything about anyone? Hey, man, what is equal rights? Because this is just certain things I don't do. I mean, not anymore. Anyway, I try to carry myself a little different. But yeah, hey, in I just trying to have understanding on the earth, because I'm just one person, and I give glory to God, I say because I can admit that I had some flaws, you know what I mean? But when you try to correct stuff, you try to correct on now what my habits, and my habits alone. Can't blame no one for them, but he was no sin, cast the first stone, you know. Come on, you ain't never sinned. I don't care if it was one. How you gonna say how God gonna punish you? That's not having fear. If I have sinned one time, by record and by whatever, the Father can just in my existence, he's done. Forget it. I don't care. But they say it's forgivable sins and unforgivable sins. I don't want to sin. Period. I want to give praise and thanks to God when I start my day and say, forgive me, have mercy on me, because is anyone else? It's kind of quiet. I didn't hear nothing. Oh, that's right. I'm talking in this device. I'm just saying I'm linked. I'm linked in. I'm tapped in. I'm not tapped out or knocked out or sleep on or none of that. I just play around on this device and try to push through life and think about ish. Because ish is crazy. and it just wake up. What was that? This was an old show. School Days? Was it School Days? It was. Lawrence Fishburne and Spike Lee and whatnot. And he went out and wake up. Something like that. But yeah. Peace be upon you. Shalom.